Hello student, welcome back for the course of MBA Semester 1 Management Information System, and this is our lecture number 4, 5 and 6. The topic of our today's discussion is types of system and CBIS means computer based information system. So, the primary objective of our today's session is help to understand the concept of types of system and the computer based information system. The contents of our today's session are types of system, computer and information system. Information system means the computer based information system. Actually, there is not too much difference in between the information system and computer based information system. Here primarily we will differentiate the thing on the process of functioning of that particular form of information system. So let us start a discussion with the help of types of system. Now these are the various types of system, and this will differ from organization to organization depending on the nature of functioning of the system. So we will see all these systems one by one. So let us have a look on different types of system. The first one is called as open system and closed system, physical system and abstract system, super system and subsystem, deterministic system and probabilistic system, temporary system and permanent system, natural system and man-made system, adaptive systems and non-adaptive systems, and lastly that is called as user machine system. So these are the various types of information system, or generally will be called as system. Now let us discuss one by one. Now this is called as open system. It is a kind of system which will interact with the environment, okay, that is called as open system. Open system is a kind of system which can be generally interactive in nature, and that will exchange the data and information with the particular user. Say for example, human being or human system is an open system. Another example would be called as what, plants or nature, okay, as it communicates with the environment, okay, since it will take the inputs from the environment and returning the output to the environment. Generally such kind of systems are called as open system. Open system are generally interactive in nature. They will exchange the data as well as some form of information to the environment. So these are called as open system. The next one is called as closed system. Okay, system which generally do not communicate with its environment is called as closed system. Closed system are generally isolated. Okay, they are generally constructed particularly for certain uses. Okay, it will function according to certain purposes. Say for example, any kind of computer program like accounting system or inventory control system are the examples of this closed system. This closed system, they do not communicate with its environment. Okay, it will work according to whatever program has been fed into that particular computer. Such kind of systems are relatively isolated, but there is some particular kind of processes that has been involved which will control the input as well as output from that particular environment. Okay, and they are being protected from that some sort of threats from the environment. So these kind of systems, they are not interactive. Okay, they are isolated and do not helpful to communicate with the user. They will just get informed to the user by means of using whatever form of programs has been fed into the computer. So such kind of systems are called as closed system. The another kind of system is called as physical system. Say for example, any kind of classroom wherever we will identify some sub part of subsystems are being located in the classroom. Generally, such kind of systems are called as tangible system, or they are being constructed with the help of certain tangible devices which can be seen, experienced, or touch and feel even also. Okay, system which is tangible in nature, generally it is called as physical system. Okay, such kind of systems can be static or it can be dynamic, and it could be also made up of certain different components. So we came to know that okay, certain kind of systems, okay, which can be seen, which can be experienced physically, which can be seen or feel, okay, by means of using touch. Okay, so all such systems are called as physical systems. Say for example, classrooms. So classrooms are made up of some different components. Say for example, desks, tables, chairs, blackboards, and so on. Even it is consisting of certain kind of dynamic characters, including teachers. In some another way, we can also include in this system as a fashion industry, which can be a dynamic example of this physical system, which can be made up of different kind of styles, clothes, size, and stuff of dresses into that fashion industry. So fashion industry would be also called as a physical system which can be seen and experiences and feel even also. So such kind of systems are tangible system which can be experienced by the eyes of the user, or they may be sometimes static like a classroom or any kind of physical room, including some sort of infrastructure into that particular classroom. It can be also made up of certain kind of different components which can make the system, okay, as a whole. So we do generally experience all such kind of system which can be tangible in nature. This is called as a physical system. Now the another kind of system is called as abstract system. Now whenever we are talking about these abstract systems, these abstract systems are generally based on certain kind of ideas or concepts. Say for example, a simple concept, okay, we are talking about motivation or communication. Okay, now these concepts has been generalized, but prior to that these concepts were not generalized, and we will call it is an abstract idea. Whenever we are talking about such a kind of abstract ideas or any concept, okay, that concept or idea itself will be called as what? Abstract. That will be called as an abstract idea. That abstract idea may or may not exist into the real world, okay, sometimes. So in that case, okay, it is called as an abstract system. Say for example, any kind of scientific theories or concepts. Say for example, law of gravitation. Okay, that law of gravitation can be get understood with the help of experiments only. Okay, another kind of example will be called as a relationship with God. Okay, relationship of God with the human beings. So we could not experience the existence of the God, and we just uh, believe on that particular form of ideas or concepts, so that can be called as an abstract system. Okay, or any kind of scientific theories which are based on some concepts or some ideas, that is called as an abstract system. So these are the example of that abstract systems. Super systems. Okay, when we are talking about these super systems, okay, super systems are generally large and complex in nature. They are made of different components, different subsystems are being there, okay, and different parts are being there into that particular form of system, and then only we will call it is a super system. Super systems are complex in nature to perform the various kinds of tasks and other form of functions. So here we have taken an example of tourism business enterprise system. Okay, and this is completely called as a system over there, and all other components or parts of this system are called as subsystems. So subsystems are the different parts or components, okay, which by means of which such a kind of super system can be constructed by any business enterprise. So here tourism business, those who are being involved in any kind of tourism businesses, say for example many of the websites are being related with it, and they are using some particular form of information system for tourism purposes. So that is a example of super system, or it can be sometimes called as large systems, which can be made up of some different subsystems of the different departments. Some another examples, whenever we are talking about super systems, say for example education systems. So education system is a very good example of super system, which can be made up of different colleges, universities, schools, teachers, students, and so on. Okay, next example would be a business organization. That business organization has a different components or called as different department. Say for example HR department, marketing department, finance, or human resource departments would be that department by means of which one can have a complete system, and then it would be treated as a super system. Sometimes human system will be also called as super systems, okay, because human systems are very complex phenomena, and which can be made up of some different parts or components, that is called as respiratory system, nervous system, okay, digestive systems. Okay, all these systems are interconnected with each other, and they are providing to certain sort of information to its several parts, okay, so that the human system can stand and try to perform its operations or certain kind of instructions given by the brain to the human body. So depending on that, okay, these kind of systems will work, okay, and in all this can be made up of some different components. So this is called as super system. Then we are talking about subsystem. We were already discussed this concept in system and subsystem. The different parts or components of any system is called as subsystem. Okay, so any system can have some different components or different parts. All these parts are called as subsystems. Whenever these different elements of the systems are joined together to perform some particular task or operations, then we will have a complete system over there. Now these subsystems are generally very interactive, and they are dependent on each other so as to perform some particular operations. So organizations, those are having some different departments, that different departments are acting as a different parts of uh, different parts or that components, okay, that components means nothing but the different departments of the organization. That different departments are called as subsystems over here. Similarly, in any kind of computer based information system, different sort of devices, say for example input devices, output devices, control unit or processing unit, okay, or any sort of feedback control mechanism of that computer, that is called as a subsystems of that computer system. So in this way we are talking about the subsystem. The next form of system is called as deterministic system. Now whenever we are using some particular form of system for some specific uses, okay, so here a system in which the occurrence of all the events are certain or known, okay. Now these kind of systems are so constructed or prepared and we know the outcomes, okay, of this system. Say for example billing system of any departmental store. So we will feed up the data with respect to what kind of items and their rates has been fixed over there in case of that supermarket billing software, and this software will perform their operation depending on how many number of quantities with respect to any kind of product has been obtained by any particular user. So such systems are operate in accordance with certain predetermined set of rules and procedure. So how many goods of related products the user has been obtained, depending on that the total bill of that particular user has been generated depending on how many products the user has been purchased in that departmental store. So such in such kind of system we know the occurrence of all the events, okay. So how many items the product or products the user will buy, the consumers will buy, depending on that the total bill of that user will be generated. Now in such kind of system, okay, we are following certain rules and regulations, okay. This kind of systems can be operated using some specific criteria, okay, that is called as a procedure, okay. So depending on that the final bill will be generated to the user and the user will pay that bill, okay, using either suppose using some wallets or credit card or debit card, depending on that, okay, that supermarket billing software or information system will work. So such kind of systems are deterministic, okay, wherever we know the total outcome at last. So final bill will be generated in this case. Another example would be accounting system. We know the final outcomes, okay. We either we can generate a balance sheet or profit and loss account, okay, depending on the data fed into the any kind of computer based information system. So that accounting system will be also called as a deterministic system. Then the next kind of system is called as probabilistic system, okay. Now in case of probabilistic system the occurrence of the event cannot be perfectly predicted. So say for example we are talking about any sort of forecasting system, say for example sales forecasting system or weather forecasting system. We were included the weather forecasting system over here. Now such kind of system they will evaluate the data which has been fed into the computer and they will identify some sort of pattern in the data, and they will predict the event of they will predict the okay. This kind of system specifically study, okay, the occurrences of the event, okay, which cannot be predicted perfectly, but such kind of systems they will analyze the data and depending on that they will generate some pattern and try to forecast the happening of the event. So in that case there is some sort of probability which has been associated with the happening of the event. So such kind of systems are called as probabilistic system. Such systems are probabilistic, okay. Why we are saying it is a probabilistic system? Because there is some sort of degree of error to predict the particular phenomena or event, okay. These kind of systems may be sometimes called as very super systems are there. They are also made up of some different sort of programs and other sort of components, and these systems they will analyze the data and try to predict the pattern, okay, with respect to any kind of occurrences of the event. So does the rain has been going or not, okay, depending on the geographic condition, okay, that system can analyze the satellite graphs, okay, which has been provided to that computer based information system, and depending on whatever form of data has been provided it will generate some pattern and finally we came to know the happening of the event, and that happening of the event has been communicated with the help of certain kind of probability. Okay, so whether the event will happen or not, such kind of things can be get predicted with the help of this probabilistic system. Some examples with respect to this probability system apart from for weather forecasting systems are called as sales forecasting system. Now in case of sales forecasting system, we will feed up the data with respect to sales, say for example sales of last 1 year data that we will feed up into the computer based information system. Now depending on the past data, we can predict okay how much sales has been expected in the next forthcoming month. So depending on the past data, we can predict the outcomes of the sales. Similarly, examination system, how many number of students are appearing for any examination, okay, and depending on the last year data, okay, we can predict how many number of students will pass or fail the examination. So such kind of systems are called as probabilistic system. Now temporary system, okay. Now these temporary systems are the kind of system which can be constructed for certain specific task or some particular objective. Okay. So this is called as a temporary system. These systems are constructed for certain shorter period of time and which will not have an existence for more than a year. Okay. So such kind of system will lost their existence okay after fulfilling the objective. Let us see some example that is called as a three-dimensional view of the shopping mall. Now see, this is suppose the shopping mall has been constructed and this is the three-dimensional view of the shopping mall whenever it has been constructed. Okay, once the shopping mall has been constructed, okay, this three-dimension will view which will be none of the use, okay, and that will vanish its existence okay after its uses. So such kind of systems are temporary in nature. Okay, once we will achieve the objectives okay or specific task okay for which purpose such kind of systems are being constructed, and this kind of system will lose their existence after achieving that particular objective. So this kind of systems has been constructed particularly for shorter duration of work. So whatever will be the objective or any engineering plan for any suppose say a new building which is being constructed, okay, this can be an also an example of that temporary system. Once the building has been constructed, then that engineering plan okay or engineering drawing plan will not be of further uses. Now the permanent system which has a longer time span to achieve certain objectives, that is called as a permanent system. Okay, now these kind of systems are generally constructed for a longer run to achieve some objectives okay, and that objectives can be achieved in a longer run. Say for example any sort of uh, course curriculum. So that course curriculum can be a part of overall education system, and that course curriculum can be implemented okay nearly up to suppose say 5 to 10 years for a longer duration of time. Okay, even some sort of systems, say for example industries, okay, so industry could work or any business operations okay that can be performed for a longer period of time, so that can be also an example of the permanent system. So generally such kind of systems will have a very longer span of time to implement and to achieve some objectives in a longer run okay, particularly for 15 to 20 years. So these kind of systems will require some particular amount of time period so as to achieve the objectives. Okay, so these systems are called as permanent systems. The next kind of system is called as natural system. Okay, natural system has been having some sort of existence into the nature. Okay, so system which exists because of its nature or gifted by God, that is called as generally a natural system. say for example here we can see the solar system. Okay, solar system is a form of natural system and which can having its existence, okay, in nature, or it can be gifted by the god. So such kind of systems are called as natural system. Even galaxies, okay, are the part of these natural systems. Even nature, okay, or even the uh, some sort of phenomena, okay, which are sometimes, so we are saying it is a part of abstract phenomena, okay, that should be also considered as a part of natural system in certain cases. Then the next one is called as man-made system. Okay, system which can be constructed by human beings. Okay, these are called as generally called as man-made systems. So any kind of devices, procedure, equipments, okay, people, or any sort of operating systems, okay, which can be constructed by human beings. Say for example, softwares. So all such systems which can be constructed by human beings for certain uses or to achieve some specific objectives, then that systems are called as man-made system. So all man-made systems are generally constructed with the help of certain devices, procedure, people, and some sort of operating system. And wherever some procedure has been specified, okay, into that system so as to operate that particular system. So even suppose say for example, buying a washing machine can be an example of man-made system. So nowadays automated computer based washing machine systems are available. So we can say here the business organization, industries, malls, okay, so these are all called as man-made system. Even washing machine or any kind of computer based information system which is composed of different devices, procedure, or sort of certain software, that is called as man-made system. This is called as an adaptive system, a system which reacts to its environment, okay, so that it will take the input from the environment and returning some output to the environment. This form of systems are called as adaptive systems. So adaptive systems are being used particularly to improve its functioning or to achieve some specific objective. The definition would be a system which reacts to its environment so as to improve its functioning, achievement, or probability of survival is called as adaptive system. So for example, any business organization, those are continuously structuring their organizations by means of introducing some new processes, some new plants, some new product into the businesses, okay, and that will be an example of that adaptive systems. Adaptive systems are generally open systems, as it takes the input from the environment and returning the output to the environment. So such kind of system always change due to changes in the surroundings or business environment. So whatever changes are being happening into the industry, accordingly that industry makes some changes into their existing processes. They formulate some new plans and policies as per the changes in the business environment. They plan as well as they decide some new policies, okay, including introducing some new product to the new consumer segment, okay, that will be the part of that adaptive systems. Now talking about another kind of system, that is called as non-adaptive system which does not react to the environment, okay, which will be called as non-adaptive system. A computer itself, whenever it is not connected with each other, that time it is called as a non-adaptive system. It is a kind of isolated system and generally treated as a closed system, okay. So computer program or any kind of computer based information system like MIS, okay, management information system, all kind of computer based information system, inventory control system, or accounting system, even Indian marriage system, that this is an abstract form of system, okay, Indian marriage system. Such kind of systems are called as non-adaptive system. Non-adaptive systems are generally do not interact with the environment. Okay, so here in case of computer only, okay, it depends on the user, okay, what kind of instructions has been supplied to the computer. Depending on whatever form of instruction has been given, we can generate the output. Okay, so finally it is in the hands of the user how to operate such kind of non-adaptive system. Okay, and non-adaptive systems generally they do not react to the environment until unless the instruction has been given to the that particular machine or system. So they are generally called as closed system. So that is all about different types of system. The last system has been there, that is called as user machine system. Nowadays user machine systems are generally useful for specific form of purposes. Okay, and they are being constructed by means of using man. Okay, and to perform some specific form of operations system which will perform some activities to accomplish certain goals. Okay, with people and machine together. Okay, so here machine as well as people, we will call them as an the computer based people, those who are handling that particular form of machines. Maybe suppose computer programmer, okay, or system analyst would be there. Whenever these people are being working on the machine together, then the system would be called as user machine system. So these user machine systems are sometimes very large computer based information system which can be useful for specific purposes. Nowadays we are having numerous applications with this user machine system. So we find out some sort of applications over there. So all form of computer based information system wherever user can provide some sort of inputs, okay, so as to generate some output will be the part of that user machine system. Some kind of hydraulic and pneumatic system. Now let us see this figure. This is hydraulic and pneumatic system which can be generally shown on National Geographic and other channels. We will are very much familiar with it. Okay, and we will identify a very automated processes has been seen, okay, on this channel using some sort of manufacturing system. So all um, um, various forms of manufacturing system, they are including different forms of automated hydraulics and pneumatics. Say for example lift and elevators. Okay, this is a automated system. Okay, they can sensitize who has been present on that particular elevators, including some other sort of systems. Say for example diagnostic system, say for example x-ray system or ct scan system. Okay, these are the very highly advanced form of user machine system which can be operated by certain user. Nowadays we will find out some special applications in case of public transportation. Even in case of using that parking system would be there in many of the metro cities. We will find out some we could not find out some appropriate space. So many businesses would be they are installing such kind of parking system in their offices or in that nearby apartments. Over there we can make an arrangement with respect to the parking of vehicles. So multi-story parking systems has been there which can be operated by the particular user or people. Okay, these are the examples of this user machine system. Now when we are talking about this computer and information system, so computer is a form of electronic device, okay, which will perform some specific kind of operations. So arithmetic and logical operations it will perform wherever the user can interact with the particular form of information system. So any sort of information system, okay, which can be provide some effective and efficient ways of processing the data and converting that data into relevant information wherever we are using the computers in our day-to-day operations. So many organizations they were started to make the use of data and how to convert that data into relevant information. So they are using these computers into their day-to-day operations. So when we are talking about this information system, okay, that information system is nothing but they are using the different sort of computers, okay, and all these computers they are varying in sizes, okay, and in capacities, they so that they can perform some specific kind of operations over there. If you are talking about any sort of information system that will perform some sort of transactions, let us say the example over here, okay, how does we are performing some operations on the stock exchanges, okay, so it will deal with the data with respect to buying and selling of stocks, bonds or other form of futures and options over there, and where we will meet the requirement of the user according to rules and regulations which has been provided by the government. So if you want to perform such kind of transactions related with stock exchanges, that we can also perform this form of information systems can be made available to the user. So many stock brokers and other stock broking firms, those are providing this software, those who want to deal with the businesses with respect to buying of stocks, or those who are dealing with the share market. So such kind of systems are generally nothing but the computer based information systems. Talking about some other examples with respect to that is called as public transportation system. That public transportation system is a very complex form of information processing system that can be designed, operated and maintained to perform some specific kind of task, okay, and it some sort of role it will perform. In learning about information system, okay, it is therefore not sufficient to learn about computer, okay. So if you are talking about the information system, you need to more and more work on the computer and computer based information system. So most of the information systems are nothing but the computer based information system. So here that we are including the example of that public transportation system, okay. So nowadays we are using this public transportation system specifically in all metro cities, wherever we can design the routes of buses, okay, bus stops, and different schedule and timetable has been fixed, so that we can decide the number of buses on that specific route as per the demands of the passenger, okay. We can study the traffic pattern, city regulations, some safety requirements, and all other related information we can identify. Nowadays we are using the Google, and that Google has provided a Google map wherever we can identify the kind of traffic on that specific routes. So this is a very advanced form of information system which can be made up of some artificial intelligence. So computers and that information system are one and the same thing, okay, but its nature of work can be varied from what form of operations that we are being looking for, and depending on that we are making the use of these information systems in our day-to-day activities. We are talking about this information system, or we will call it is a computer based information system. All such kind of computer based information system, they will gather the data and disseminate the information for some particular uses, okay. So user will perform the operations on some computer based information system, whichever wherever that we will find out that input devices would be there, some output devices would be there, okay, and it can be process some data, okay. That computer based information system will process the data as per the need and requirement of the user, and different sort of components, okay, or we will call it as the components of that information system, okay. Say for example people, okay, data, okay, we can call it a software resources, okay, or hardware resources. They are working together to perform the operations, okay, so that we can get some desired output. So all such information system are by means of which we can collect the data and process the data so that we can disseminate uh, some sort of information by means of using some systems. So all such systems are called as information system or computer based information system. All these computer based information systems, okay, they are being performing some specific kind of tasks or operations, including how to handle the data and information, converting that data into relevant information. We can include some data collection, creation, editing of data, processing of data, storage of data, okay, information selection, filtering of information, aggregation of data, presentation and uses of relevant information, and presenting that information in the form of desired reports. So we can generate some appropriate form of reports by means of using this information system. So information system is nothing but the computer based information system that will perform collection, organization, presentation, analysis and preparation of various form of reports. Talking about that computer based information system or information system, these are nothing but an integrated set of components for collecting, storing, processing and communicating the information. Okay, so according to Encyclopedia Britannica, this is the definition of the information system or computer based information system. So any kind of system which can be constructed by means of using set of components, and all these components are joined together by means of using some integrated way, so as to collect, store, process and communicate some information to the user. Such kind of systems are called as information system. Now what is the difference in case of talking about that computer based information system? Computer based information systems are nothing but the information system, okay, which can be uses a computer technology to perform some particular operations. Wherever any sort of computer technology or information technology has been used, okay, by means of using some personal computer, okay, wherever we can convert the data into meaningful information by means of using effective collection, storing, processing and communication of information, that time we will call it is a computer based information system. So all such computer based information system are nowadays that we are using with the help of different kind of tools and devices. Wherever sometimes we came to know thousands of computer has been connected with each other. Say for example, okay, in the last example we talk about public distribution system or transportation system, wherever large number of computers are being connected with each other, okay, and different devices has been connected with each other, we will find out thousands of computer, printer, plotter and other devices are being communicated in a communication network. So see, this is a simple communication network has been shown over here, either by means of using wireline or wireless data, okay, using some databases, okay, wherever we can store the very large amount of data in that databases, okay, and we can handle that data with the help of people, or we can convert that data into some meaningful form of information and present it to the relevant user by means of using certain reports. So nowadays all the business firms as well as the marketeers, okay, those who are being dealing with some different, they are dealing with different operations and performing some different functions. So they are conducting different operations in the marketplaces, supply services or any kind of augmental personal devices, they are connected with each other, okay. Those are either they will be called as information system or simply a computer based information system. So that is all about our today's discussion on types of information system and the computer based information system. So that's all for our today's session. Thank you very much.